Tom Dunn is the longtime coach of the Lady Comets, and he joins us tonight. Coach, thanks for being here, man. How are you?
Good, Andy. Thanks for having us.
Well, we had to, after the performance at the Pat Patterson tournament, you guys put on a show, and really you had to be proud of the way your kids played.
Well, it was a lot better than the last couple of years when these girls played hard this year and got a couple victories.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that tournament. Your daughter, who's just a freshman, really played well, huh?
Yeah, she did. Played both ends of the floor very well. And, you know, we are very young, and our young kids played well, and you mix in the older athletes, and it was just a team effort, both games.
Coming into the year, you talk a little bit about the youth and the lack of experience that you feature on this team. As you prepared for the season, what did you kind of expect coming into it? Did you think you could start off as hot as you've started off?
Well, that was the magic question.
Right.
You know, the younger kids are really basketball savvy. The junior class is really athletic, and we got a couple great leaders. So you mix them all together, and hopefully by the end of the year we'll be playing some good basketball.
What's the strength of your team right now?
Quickness and depth. We got a lot of quick kids, a lot of athletic kids, and we're fairly deep for this point in the season.
And when you look at what you need to get better at or what you want to improve on, what are a couple of things that, you know, by the end of the year you're going to have to get better at to compete?
We always got to play defense,
yeah.
And we really need to work on rebounding. That's where we got beat up by Concord. You know, they just manhandled us on the glass, so I'm hoping we take a step each game.
You know, rebounding is a funny thing. You think it's all about size and athleticism, but it also has to do with positioning and kind of your will and all the rest of it. And what can you do to get better at that side of it?
I think you just got to get the kids more aggressive,
yeah.
And they got to want the ball. It's really hard to teach. And, you know, the good rebounders have a nose for the ball, and they'll find it.
Friend of the program, Chuck George, wrote in tonight that you are the Dean of Hillsdale County girls basketball coaches. You've been at this a while. When did you get started?
I believe this is my 15th year.
So that's not bad.
Yeah, it just means I've been crazy for 15 years to coach all these young girls.
How many coaches in the county have come and gone in the last 15 years? 1,000?
I can't even keep track.
A million? You know, it just seems like there's so much turnover all the time. What's been the secret to you kind of sticking it out all that time?
I don't know. With my two kids at home, you know, back when I was coaching boys, I just thought I'd lean this way. And I've just been lucky. I've had some great kids with super parents and good supporting staff at Jonesville. I think that's the main key.
So you're still enjoying it. You still have the passion for it. I predict that you'll do it at least 3 more seasons after this one.
Yeah, if I have any hair left after 3 more seasons, we'll see. But
that's my prediction. That's the minimum. And it might go way after that, too.
I'd like to last that long, but we'll see what happens.
Big 8, obviously tough loss last night to Reading. That's a team that's improved a lot this year. You know, talk a little bit about your conference and who some of the big challenges are going to be.
Well, we started off the year, we went over to Homer, and I think we caught them off guard. They got 2 of the top 5 players in the league.
Yeah.
And you got Concord that's just stacked 1 through 5 with 4 seniors and a great junior. And Reading with Jamie Hubbard, they're a pretty good team with a lot of seniors. And Athens, you know, they're always good. Class D school in our league, they're always tough and play great defense. But that's really the top half of the league right there. You know, we're really the unknown where we're going to come in with the young kids. And for the last 2 years, only having 11 wins. But so far, so good. And hopefully we just get better every week.
I want to put you on the spot here to talk about your roster. Who are some kids that have stepped up and contributed this year that you're really proud of?
Well, our leading scorer the last 2 years and this year also is Kaylee Spencer Jr. Very good on offense. We got a freshman point guard, little redheaded Katie Brown. She stepped into that role, and it's tough when you're a freshman to play point guard. Our guard dogs on defense are Hannah Ben and Haley Nielsen. Those 2 girls are 2 of the best athletes we've ever had come to Jonesville. They're not necessarily the greatest players, but boy, they can get after it. And we got 2 great senior leaders. You know, my daughter Taylor is a great vocal leader, and then Grace Brasomley's been with us. I've coached her since 4th grade. She just works her butt off, and she leads by example.
I want to talk to Samantha Dunn for a second. Samantha, come on up here. She's probably not thrilled with this, but I want to talk to her for a second anyway. Samantha, your dad tells me you're a freshman. Is that true?
Yes.
So what was that jump like for you going from 8th grade to varsity basketball? That's a big jump, isn't it? How did you kind of handle that transition?
It wasn't too bad. I played with them during the summer, so I was comfortable with all the players, and I've known these girls for a while, so it wasn't too bad, but it's been a little challenging at some point.
Oh, sure. Rotary Pat Patterson tournament, the big showcase during the holiday season, a lot of fans in the gym and all the rest of it. You just mess around and win tournament MVP. I mean, that is so awesome for a freshman. I'd be interested to know, and maybe some of you do, if that's ever happened before, where a true freshman has won the Pat Patterson tournament MVP, either as a boy or a girl. That's a really special accomplishment. Talk a little bit about that tournament. Did you just feel like you were in a groove the whole time?
Yeah, I mean, I love playing with them. We help each other out a lot, and I know I was helped out a lot scoring, and I think it was a lot of fun to play with them, like with the tournament, and I was a little surprised after receiving the award, so it was a good honor to have.
So she's a good ball player. She's very humble. You must be very proud, Dad. Samantha, what is it like playing for your dad? Do you think he's a decent coach?
I like it. I played with him for I don't know how many years. Most of my basketball career, we've been traveling together, so it's natural for me to be under his coaching.
Congratulations on
you.
everything you've accomplished this year. Let's talk to your sister, Taylor. Taylor, come on over here. Now, I wouldn't be able to figure out which one was older.
That's the magic question right there.
I mean, if you would have told me that was the senior and that was the freshman, I would have had no idea. Taylor, what's it like being a senior now and trying to lead this Comet team?
You know, it's pretty crazy because it's the last year.
Yeah.
But these girls are a great group of girls to play with. I mean, they know the game, and I know that we can count on them as seniors to make our year great.
What about playing with your little sister? How has that been for you?
It's pretty cool because I know she's down low to get the ball to.
And you're okay if she has a big tournament? You don't feel threatened or jealous or anything like that?
No, you know, I know she's a greater athlete than I am, and I'm excited to watch her.
Absolutely right. It's got to be something you're never going to forget when you get to be older, to know that you got to play with your little sister. That's pretty special.
Yeah, people don't get the opportunity that we do with both of us on the team, and then my dad is the coach. And I'm excited to hand my number down to her, too.
Oh, that is really special. Last night, you had a tough loss against Reading, but you look at the whole year, you've started out 5-3. You guys have got a good start. You've got to be excited with how the season's going.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the last couple seasons, this is my third year, and we haven't had the greatest record. I
Right.
mean, it was fun, you know, playing and stuff, but this season I'm excited for all the talent that we have.
Nice to talk with you. Congratulations on the
Thank you.
season. Hannah Ben, your coach told me to talk to you, Hannah. How are you?
Good.
And what year are you right now?
I'm a junior.
So you told me you had some athletic juniors, and she's one of them. Your coach just said you're one of the best athletes he's ever had. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it makes me feel good, but like my team makes me better. As a whole, we just get better together, I guess.
So you don't want to take all the credit, Hannah.
Nah, I mean,
No.
like they push me harder.
Right. Who's your running mate over here who you had the fist bump with?
Oh, Haley, for sure.
Now, you almost broke each other's hands on that fist bump?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty hard.
And they kind of hauled off and nailed each other pretty good there. Hannah, you guys are 5-3. I know you're disappointed about the loss last night against Reading, but you'll get another crack at them later, right?
Yeah.
And I think it'll be a different story that time, right? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I hope so.
So what do you think? Going forward into the Big 8 year, are you pretty confident you guys can do some damage in the Big 8 this year?
I would say we're definitely better than we have been in the past.
Right.
So I think I'm excited to see where we go.
Holiday tournament, winning the tournament, everybody gets the medal and everything. I mean, that had to be exciting, right?
Yeah, it was my first time we won that. And I've been on varsity since freshman year, and this is our first time ever winning that since I've been on.
Nice to meet you, Hannah. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Coach, these kids have a lot of energy. They have a lot of fun, I'll bet, too, and it's got to be fun to coach them.
Yes, they do. They're full of energy. It's like walking around with a case of Red Bull in practice every day with these guys.
No problem with energy at practice. Talk a little bit about what's next. You guys play at Quincy Friday night?
No, we're actually at home with a boy-girl doubleheader, varsity.
And that's against Quincy?
That's against Quincy.
So preview that game for your fans. What are you looking at in that one?
I'm hoping that we'll get back on track. They're young like we are. I think we'll be a little more athletic than them and hopefully get back on the winning track.
And then where's your district this year?
The district is at Reading.
Okay.
It's a 7-team district. We actually play our first game at home versus Bronson. And Reading and Homer are on the other side, right below us, and the winners will square off. So if we're lucky to, to defeat Bronson, we're going to could get Reading for a 4th time or Homer for a 3rd time.
Coach, I know you guys are incredibly busy right now. I appreciate the time that you made for us tonight, and we wish the Comets all the best this year.
Well, thanks for having us, Andy. Appreciate it.